What's up, Taurus? Welcome to your reading. I'm a Taurus, so I'm kind of excited and I don't know why I feel a little nervous. I think just because, this shit gets so personal, and it's like, is this a reflection of me right now, too? But this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone, so who knows if it's gonna hit any of my personal things at all. I'm not gonna tell you even if I do. And I filtered out the energy so that only messages can be delivered today that will help guide you on your highest path in accordance to your own soul's will by your own spirits and angels and guides and source, of course. No negative energies allowed. And so, let's get it. What do we got to say for Taurus today? I knew the High Priestess was about to come up. So we have the High Priestess upright. I have to show just because this deck is so beautiful. I hope you can see that clearly. Oh, she's my fave. Which is a really strong connection to your internal senses, intuition, feminine. Don't take that so literally as gender, but like feminine energy is very receiving, very emotional, gentle, serene, and she's very connected with her moon magic. So if you've been like talking to the moon or making connection with the moon, just know it's been heard and it's being received. And we have the Four of Swords and the Hermit in reverse, and these are both cards of like spiritual solitude, deep meditation, reflection. The Four of Swords specifically is more of a reflection state, and the Hermit is like he's moving along his path still. He's just doing it without inviting a lot of extra energies to participate and be within his energetic field, and he's very consciously following the star, which is like connection to divinity and source. So I see, since these are coming up in reverse, Taurus, I see that you're kind of moving out of this phase. Like you've been real deep in it, which is why you're able to show up here as the High Priestess in her full potential magic power. So go for you for surrendering to those spaces. Those can be really difficult spaces to truly go that deep into, and I know how hard that can be, because you do feel like a hermit in a lot of ways when you're that deep into those spaces. But it's so crucial because you have to be in solitude sometimes on your spiritual path, because those are the times when you're able to really get clear with yourself. You don't realize how much in your day-to-day being around other people, how much other energies are flowing in and out of your field nonstop. And even for the most like intuitive, clear people, those can get confused and muddied as yours. And when you commit to spiritual solitude, you're just in a space where you're really able to differentiate yourself and clear your energy and focus on it. So good work, because now you have a really strong connection that's going to carry you for the rest of your lifetimes. And you're only going to continue to build upon it, of course. Wow, we have a lot of pentacles arriving. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in your... Sorry, I'm just trying to get this incense. We have Ace of Pentacles as your centerpiece upright, which is a time of new beginnings in your career and financial endeavors. I believe that you've just started a new project of sorts, or you're embarking on, maybe you just took on a new career. or you're even just thinking about it and this is a big yes, go down that path, you're feeling called to it for a reason, and it's going to lead you to incredible abundance. We also have the Queen of Pentacles upright, which is another guarantee of that. And this is you just truly basking in your potential abundance, and you're finding ways to really step into that space of being, which is only attracting and magnetizing that even more, and like at an even more rapid pace. But it's so, like, you're so cool, Taurus. Like, you're so cool about it. Like, you're not even it's not like a constant praying and wishing and like, I really want this and I'm going after it, reaching. She's very like centered, pulled back into herself, being, and like she's really channeling herself as the magnet, and things are being drawn into her, and it's just a really strong sense of power that you've embodied. You're not chasing, you're embodying, which is definitely the way to go. We have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse, which is your past. I think your very recent past, where you've had some period of reflection and you were kind of seeing it as a disappointment, like you could feel how far your potential can go, and it's like, this is all I've shown up as so far. Like, kind of it's a sign to be gentler on yourself, because look at where you're embarking now. Or if you haven't seen the results yet, like, they're just so deep on the way, and this energy is just showing up in reverse as like a sign to close out those thought patterns. There's more going on than you can see right now. And we have the Three of Wands upright, which is your desires coming in. And again, this figure on here is also operating as a magnet in his stillness, in his power, in his sense of self, is drawing in a whole new journey to him. There's this ship arriving, and wands indicate desires and passion. His desires are what's magnetizing. I just want to make sure this isn't burning my plant. He's magnetizing and pulling his desires into him, and it's like just really big signs of a new journey approaching, and it's very centered around like not just money, but overall abundance in general, and like fulfillment, life fulfillment. We also have the Two of Swords come up, which I'm gonna need to go deeper into this energy. The Two of Swords comes up at a time where you're being faced with either a decision or like two alternate life paths, and the moon shows up here. I want to show this card too because it's such a beautiful image. The moon shows up as like there's some sort of illusions at play, or maybe some deceit, but it really don't matter what the illusions are. The point of this coming up is that like you're not going to have the full picture right now in the physical realm that you can see clearly, and so it's at a time where ultimately you should let go of brain logic, because you don't know the full story and you're not going to. And it's not to harper on who's lying to me, what's not. You're gonna go crazy trying to figure that out. It's not gonna become clear right now. The point is that you should focus on your internal senses, your sense of intuition, which you have very like in such a heightened place right now, with the High Priestess being your first card come up. And so you should be relying on those internal senses right now to fillingly find the way you want to move. And it's not like, okay, if there's like a decision to make or two life paths you're seeing, generally it's not so this or that, or not so black and white. It's like the opportunity to create your own path and move through that moment by moment, guided by your internal compass, feelingly. You don't have to make one objective decision in the matter. So I'm gonna go deeper into, let's clarify the Two of Swords to figure out a little bit more about where this cut in the road is, because I feel like you have one really objective, strong path starting out in terms of career and finances and like your life direction. So this could perhaps be like a path within that, or it could be something totally else. So I'm gonna just let the cards clarify. What is this Two of Swords here for Taurus? Okay, I think I know, but tell me a little more. Coming up. Okay. So this Two of Swords is about a matter of the heart space. We have the Strength card come up here, which is Leo, and it's deep heart space. It's the most love you can have, and so that tells me it's a matter of the heart, basically. And then we also have Judgment come up, which is calling to a rebalance in this heart space. The Chariot also comes up, which is new energies coming in. The Chariot is leading his horses in his chariot, but he's also being led by the duality of Source, the black and white horses, and following that guidance. But as much as he's following, he's also being led, and it's usually comes with, there's something coming in, perhaps a message, perhaps could be a whole new energy, but I'm feeling like this has to do with a past connection that's still being held in the heart space, to some degree at least. And we have the Ten of Swords here in reverse. This is a deep card. My girl's being stabbed in the back by 10 swords, and she's hunched over in surrender and despair. But it's showing up in the reverse, so that's been like a state that you've been deep in the past, perhaps recent past, or perhaps farther in the past, and it's at a close now. And I think this is coming up at a time, like, truly just to be able to reflect that, oh, I was there in that space, and that shit was real deep. And like, I remember the time where I never thought it was gonna be over. I never thought I was gonna be on the other side of it. I never thought I would be able to heal any of it. It's like you knew that you would, but it's like I can't even imagine that time. And this is asking you to take a moment to really just like see how far you've come since that time, and recognize like those energies do pass. And that way, next time in life, if a similar energy comes up, just you can tune back into this moment of relief, and like realizing like that shit is over and it really did pass, and I'm not the same person that I was at that time. And so this showing up in reverse is good because it's like closing out that phase of this, and it's followed by the Sun, which is also like, it's a total like hell yes card. It's total fulfillment. It's the heart space. It goes with strength. It's divine love, really. And then that's followed by Ace of Swords in reverse, which it's coming up as a new frame of viewing this heart space, but I'm wondering what the reverse aspect of that is. Oh, I think so. In an effort to heal this wound in your heart space, you've been like continuously coming up with like reframing your mental approach towards it, like trying to look at it in new perspectives. And it's like that has helped you some, but the like when it really comes down to it, you know the energy in your heart, and that's what is relevant. And this is saying like no matter how many different like brain oriented approaches you're gonna try to take at this, like viewing this past connection and this wound in your heart from different perspectives, it's not gonna um oh, well, it comes back to the to a swords and this moon energy. It's like no matter how many times you look at it, there's something about the full story that you just don't know. And I have no idea if it's gonna come into clarity for you anytime soon. Perhaps with this message from the Chariot. But at the end of the day, like I can pull all these cards and it can be the energy that's pushing through. But every person has their own will. And so even if that energy is busting, I can't guarantee that that person is gonna like follow their compass and like come through with a message for you. Like they could just blatantly choose to go against themselves, which is their own, that's their own will. They have that right. And so I can't promise that there's going to be clarity brought to this. It seems like clarity wants to be. But what this is saying is that you just don't know the full picture, so it doesn't matter. Like, don't waste your energy trying to formulate all these different perspectives to look at it from. That's not really the point. Because there's just information you don't know. And we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is also your recent past, or perhaps a little bit farther in the past, where you invested so much dream energy into this heart space, and it wants you to know that that's not all been lost. It didn't just go to nowhere, but it's also closing out this phase. Like it's like you've given enough energy to that, and it's not even like, because when you were in that space, like you couldn't help it, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just what was coming up for you and you were indulging in it. Like it felt mad good. It's your dreams. And now it's blocked, but it's for good reason. It's to propel you forward. And maybe you kind of miss this space. But yeah, it's showing up in the reverse to tell you that don't view it as lost energy. It went both into you. It did go to them. The energy that you intended to them, it went to them, and it went to the universe in general. It's not lost. But I can tell you're not like the desire to indulge in this type of energy is closing out. We also have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which, because this comes up when it's like something's beginning to be unlocked. I'm getting just intuitively really strong energy that there's a lot of energies at work right now that are trying to bring, like, obviously what you want deep down is clarity to this connection, and it's like a connection from the past, so you've been working to heal and let it go ultimately, but it's like your spirit can feel that it don't know the, like, all the details of this connection. Like there's pieces missing to this story, and your spirit can feel that. And so there's a lot of energies at work trying to unlock that for you, but it's also in the will of someone else. And so there's only so much that can be brought to you at this time in terms of clarity and truth. but it's trying. It's really trying to push that energy through. And we have the Nine of Wands, which is, oh, you've been in a period of reflection and you're starting to watch your desires grow and blossom in the real world, in the physical realm. Okay, that was a lot. Let me just digest this for a second because I feel like there's a little bit more. Okay, I want to clarify the sun because it could be a sign of a couple different things that I'm picking up. Can I clarify the sun for Taurus? Wow. Okay, you ready? There's a new love offer coming in. And it's some real loud, don't wait up on that past lover anymore. It don't mean that he or she or whoever isn't gonna come back around ever. But it's a very like, we don't have control of that one. And so like it definitely is a divine love connection, and everything you've been experiencing was for a reason and very real. But it's like, we're sending you someone new now, and he might come back around, but he's in the reverse, and he has like, this connection I think does have like busting emotion around you that they don't fully know what to do with or how to make sense of. And the universe has definitely been pushing them to like come through with some clarity for you, but they're deep in this like, they're overwhelmed. And I think the universe is kind of saying like, we're sending you love regardless. You have something coming in, and we're pushing for clarity from this one, but we can't guarantee it. This one's a loose cannon. But we have the Knight of Swords upright with a new love offer coming in. And we have the Tower, so that's how I know. Like, this one is like, I don't want to say it's a dub, but it's like, for now, regard it as a dub. Like, it's OV, and we're sending in a brand new beginning. And it's also a soulmate coming in. Like, this was a soulmate as well, this old connection, but it's bringing in a new soulmate. And they're cutting through. They're coming in with, like, this new connection knows exactly what they want. They have real clear intentions, and it's like a fresh new beginning breaking through. It's followed by Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups in reverse, which is, it's this energy. I gotta help you figure out what to do with this. It's this energy still from the past, I think from this past love connection. Like, you just still have these energies here, and you're kind of sitting there like, like it's over, but I don't know what to do with it, because it's still floating around me. And it's like, really like, it's not bad energy. It's really like abundant and loving energy. It's emotions, and it's like just genuine abundance. So what can Taurus do to, like, what should Taurus do with these leftover energies right now? What should Taurus do? Interesting. Interesting. So what's coming up for me is that you always have to surrender to what's coming up for you. You always, like, there is leftover energy. Don't deny this to yourself. Don't push it away. Don't bury it. It's really like real energy that's here, and it's like this is like a reminder that it's not toxic energy weighing you down that you need to flush out of your system. It's a gift. It's a blessing. Even if this connection isn't currently like in your physical realm, you still have so much love unlocked via that connection that is still accessible to you. And like, how fucking cool is that? Like, you still have the ability to, like, when it comes up for you, indulge in it. It's magic. It's literal magic that you've been, like, you were meant to unlock, and you were meant to live and dream and everything, all of it, in the physical realm, in the spiritual realm, like all of it. It's all part of the bigger picture. It's all part of the universe's plot, you know? It was no mistakes giving this person their own free will, and it was no mistakes letting this love conjure and blossom and grow and dream inside of you for you. To push that away or to like do anything other than what you feel called to flow through and indulge in each present moment would not be honoring yourself. And you have to honor yourself in what's coming up for you, point blank. It's your mind that it sometimes lets this feel like a prison or a cage to you of some sorts. Just know that is the mind trying to protect. It has your best interest in mind, and it's trying to protect you based off of the trauma you've endured. But really what it's coming out as is self-judgment of like still having energies around a past connection. You're like, when that keeps coming up over and over, you're condemning yourself. And it's like, you don't have control over what you're experiencing. And so it's only self-love and self-honor to surrender to what's coming up. I want to know why this Knight of Pentacles is here in the reverse. Perhaps you need a little message that I think part of you was holding back some aspect of your life, waiting for clarity in this. And this is saying like, you don't need that to go forward. And obviously you don't, because you've unlocked this whole new journey in that exact realm that you're embarking on, and it's coming out with full abundance. And you know, we just keep it moving. Okay, I'm going to conclude with the Priestess of Light Oracle and see what is our concluding message for Taurus. What is our concluding message for Taurus? Clarity. Planning, releasing, illusion. Wow, that's been a big theme here. This is a message that clarity is always within you when you, it's literally like a choice. And even in times where, like with this past connection and stuff comes up, where your spirit intuitively knows that there's some piece of the puzzle missing, um, and that can sometimes lead you to a place of like, I can't see the full picture, I need clarity from some external source. Your clarity is always within your intentions. And so, like, you've embarked on this whole new beginning and you have all these new energies come through, it's because you've clarified for yourself where you are directing your energy, what your forward momentum is, what your desires are, blah, 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 blah. That way, you're never depending on external forces to come clarify things for you. You don't need it. That's not the point. The point is, like, these messages come up to validate, like, that what you're sensing is real, but it was never like relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always about what you're experiencing inside of yourself, what you are feeling called to, and that has nothing to do with what anyone else is experiencing or thinking or feeling. And so never give your power away to this feeling of disclarity, because you in yourself are clear. You are love. You are whatever you know that you are, and that's very clear. So release that illusion, baby. You know your worth, you know yourself. And namaste, Taurus. The divine in me bows to the divine in you, and I hope that some of these messages resonated with you, and if they did, will you please like or comment or subscribe or something, so that I know that I'm hitting actual energies, and then I can continue to make the time and space to do more of these readings, which would be an honor and a dream for me. All right,